Hey, 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 and we are live. What's going on, my people? What's going on, my subscribers and your families? Salute to you all. Salute to the LDBC. You know what time it is. It's KQKC Boxing. And I'm coming with another Throwdown live stream. We are working. That's all I have to say. And I'm going to continue on doing my thing. Now, never forget. Let me turn this down. I'm sorry. I apologize. Okay, I see two in the house. What's up? How you feel? I hope you're doing great. Make sure you hit the like button. Everybody knows Raymond. What's good? Did you see Mikey and Earl face to face this weekend? Yes, sir. I did. I've been keeping track of Mikey and Earl, and actually I like the commercials, to be honest with you. Now, I did a video earlier and I was asking, why Sean Porter and your Dennis, you guys haven't been promoted. Now I understand that Mikey Garcia and Earl Spence is up first. Okay, I get that. But they're fighting March the 9th. And Mikey Garcia and Earl Spence is fight can sell itself, basically, if you really look at it. Earl left off on him on the show. Yeah. I know. I know about that. But what I'm saying is that, see, what Earl did when he walked off, okay, is basically, Earl is selling the fight, I think. But the fight is pretty much sold. Everybody is waiting to see this fight. Everybody's still waiting to see what Mikey sees and what Mikey can do or what he sees. But let's be honest. What's up, Big Fats? So let's be honest, all right? I mean, I've been over this and over this. Mikey haven't seen shit. I'm sorry. But, that's real talk. He hasn't. I mean, sure, you want to think a certain way. Look, trust me. If Earl is doing anything that you can exploit, trust me, Derrick James would have caught it by now. Derrick James and his coaching staff would have caught it by now. Now, everybody loves Raymond said, in my opinion, because their fights are so close, they don't want to take any momentum from Earl and Mikey. That's why no promo for Porter and you guys. Now, you could be right, because they are very close together, and you do have one champion versus another champion. And this is a pay-per-view fight. And this is maybe a potential one of the fight of the year. But keep in mind, Sean Porter is a champion. Dennis, your Dennis, you guys, just call him you guys, shit. He want that green strap. He want that WBC from Porter. Porter has a lot of enemies at this time. Why? Because of what happened when Earl Spence got in the ring. All that frustration stems from that time. But that's okay, because he's going to defend that belt, and he's going to defend that belt correctly. But Earl Spence and Mikey Garcia, that's the fight. That's what everybody is interested in. You're right, everybody loves Raymond. You're right, because they want to see, what does Mikey see? Can Mikey get out that corner? Can Mikey use his jab to get inside of Earl Spence, since he's a bigger man? Can Mikey fight him on the outside? They want to know how good his ring generalship is. I mean, it's a whole lot of factors involved. They both think they are both fundamentally sound. Raymond said, and they both are championship fights. Funny thing is, what if Porter versus you guys end up being a better fight than Earl and Mikey? That is a chance. You know why? Because Mikey Garcia and Earl Spence, they are both fundamentally sound. Okay? Now, that means that they both work behind the jab. They both fill out their opponent. They both see what kind of data they can collect. They can see where the punches are coming from. Actually, most people might think it's a boring fight, to be honest, because when you have the sweet science in full effect, you're going to have two fighters taking their time and picking their punches. It's called punch placement. Where are they going to place their punches? When are they going to let their punches go? Are they going to work behind their jab? Is Earl going to get a chance to work the body? Will Mikey protect the body? I'm quite sure he's learning how to do that as we speak, because he didn't like that body shot that Adrian Broner gave him. So yes, it might be just a boring fight, but it only could be one winner. Now, even though Earl is the bigger fighter, I keep trying to tell everybody, even my brothers in the LDBC, it's 3,000 of us. I tell them, look, hey, don't think Earl gonna walk in there and just knock Mikey out. It's not gonna happen like that. Now, I'm not saying he's not gonna knock him out at all. I'm just gonna say Mikey's gonna put up a fight. Because Mikey is fundamentally sound too. He's just not fundamentally sound with a big guy like Earl. Now, if you go in the middle of the ring and they clinch and fight in the booth, then Earl got the edge. He can jock for that position because he's a stronger man. Now, Mikey is strong too now. What I hear, he passed a pretty good punch. But it's nothing Earl haven't felt before. See, everybody, Raymond said, I also think they're trying to emerge a new pay-per-view star this year. And that's another reason why Mike and Earl fights are getting a lot of promo. Well, yes, that could be true too. Because Earl Spence is already a pay-per-view star. If other folks or other fighters will fight him, it would be great if we can get Sean Porter in there to fight him. If we get Keith Thurman in there to fight him. Hell, if we can get Terrence Crawford in there this year, that could be a fight of the year. But everybody want to do this politics shit. Everybody want to do this marinate shit. You know? I don't want to hear that shit. You know? Like I said before. You know, I mean, who knows what we're going to be doing when they actually settle that fight or negotiate that fight. You know, I mean, think about it. You know, what we going to do? We might not even be there. We might not even be on this earth when they do that fight. It don't take long for them to negotiate that fight. Matter of fact, that fight already been promoted. 2 fights are being promoted as we speak. Earl Spence, Mikey Garcia. Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford. That's all. What's up, Mark Blake? Salute to you, brother. Everybody hit that like button. So, yes. So, simple. Earl Spence is not going to get no first round knockout. Okay? But I tell you one thing. Yeah. For now, it's right. You know, Earl Spence is a no-nonsense dude. He's a chilled out dude. He's serious about what he does. He practiced day and sometimes nights of what he does. He loved his family. He give it all he got. And when he says that, hey, y'all ain't saying everything I got, he's right. Now, they say Earl Spence have done magnificent things in the ring, in sparring. But he haven't used them in a real fight for the simple fact he didn't have to use them. The tools that he was working with worked. Earl never had to go back and change his game plan. Never. He never had to go back and say, okay, well, we have to go to the B plan. No, he never had to do that. He never have to adjust. He knows what works and what doesn't work. He tests his opponent out. This is per Earl Spence, quote, motherfucking quote, that I test my opponent out on the first round. I already mentioned it about body shots. If you hear something when you hit him on the body, okay. Then you hear something else on the other side, okay. Well, I'm finna knock this motherfucker out with a body shot. And bingo, that's what happens. Now, don't think what's blazing in sport. Salute to you, my brother. Salute to you. I never seen you before, but welcome to the chat. All right? I got a lot of things I want to cover. So, right now, I'm talking about Earl Spence and Mikey Garcia. Now, I don't know where you sit, but I think, of course, Earl Spence will win, but it's not going to be no easy fight. Matter of fact, like everybody loves Raymond, it might be a boring fight. Matter of fact, you guys and Porter might be more exciting because you got two skilled fighters, Earl and Mikey Garcia. They are both textbook fighters. They are both sweet science at the best. They can work behind a jab like a motherfucker. But the ultimate goal is to win. The ultimate goal is to beat that guy in chess. Not checkers, chess. Your move. Your move. Now, if you love boxing like I do, I got Spence. The back half of the fight will be tough for Mikey. Oh, yes. That's what I was talking about before you came in. Don't expect Earl Spence to knock Mikey out in the first round. It's not going to happen. Don't expect him to knock him out in the second round. It's not going to happen. The third round, Mikey going in survival mode. He will survive. Mikey is not expecting to win. He is expecting to survive. And we all know when someone survives, a great fighter like Earl Spence, the first thing you hear is, oh, he been found out. Oh, everybody got his number. He been overrated. No. Mikey brother gonna say, hey, look, I'm gonna throw in the towel, Mikey, because you're getting too much punishment. You are getting busted up. He might even have a cracked rib. This man is jumping up 2 weight classes. It doesn't matter if you take PEDs or not, because you're still going to feel it. And that's per training and fitness coach Blu-ray. It doesn't matter, because from the neck down, it's your vital organs. If somebody keep going to those vital organs for 3 or 4 rounds, your ass is sore. Your ass is hurting. And what that means, them hands are coming down. Yes. Why? To protect your body. Now, Floyd, he knew how to, from the elbows all the way up. He knew how to protect from the waist up to the neck. He was a defensive specialist. But I can't see Mikey doing it. Why? Because Mikey's arms are not that long. Mikey's reach is not that long. Why you think they call him the T-Rex? because he's not that, I mean, sure, his jab worked on Adrian Broner because Adrian Broner kept his hands in his pocket. He would not let him go. And when he did let him go, he tagged Mikey. Dipping that. He hit Mikey the third time with a jab and bust his nose. Hey, welcome to the big boys. So, there you go. Errol Spence. I got him winning in the 8th round. Simple. And what's blazing in sports? Hey, if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, hit that subscribe button in the icon bell. I'm on this time every day, Monday through Friday. I do a live stream and videos on the weekend and during the week. So, feel free to do that. Now, I'm going to move on to Tyson Fury. Now, we all know what happened in the first fight. We know that was a great fight. We know Deontay Wilder. Come on now. We can't be biased here. We got to keep it real. Deontay Wilder threw the game plan out the window. Now, that's because he got hit by a left. Okay, let's see what everybody Raymond says. He said, if I stop Mikey the way I plan to, they made me think of this. Mikey, the way I plan to, that made me think of this. Okay, think of what? Stopping him or what? Because see, Earl, he's that type of guy. Okay, I'm going to get back to Fury in a minute. Earl is this type of guy that if he's mad, you're not going to know it. If he's upset, you're not going to know it. Like I say, he's a chill out dude. He won the IBF, and next thing you know, okay, look above, read. Okay, oh, they are probably looking to make him quit. Oh, okay. He said, if I stop Mikey the way I plan to, that they made me think of this. Oh, well, yeah. And Earl, and on the FAC face, he said, what is he going to do when he take my best shot in round 1? I swear they're going for Mikey nose. I'll call it now. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Most definitely. No, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Earl's not looking to win. Earl's not looking to give Mikey a beating. I just don't think it's going to happen in the first round. I don't think it's going to happen in the second round. But he will be busted up coming the 5th and 6th round, and he'd probably be out of there in the 8th. That's all. I mean, it is what it is. And Mikey knows it. Like I say, all he's doing is training to survive. He's not training to win. Now, I'm quite sure if he do win, that would be the biggest upset of the year. But if Earl's still a good fighter, but see, Mikey does everything good. He does. But he doesn't do everything great. Now, Earl, he does everything great. He cuts off the ring better than any welterweight I ever seen. 40 even cut off the ring damn near. So, but everybody don't want to fight Earl. And I understand why he took that fight with Mikey. Hey, look, you going to challenge me? He doing what a real champion's supposed to do. That's why I get down on Anthony Joshua so much. If you're a champion, you walk like a champion. You talk like a champion. You act like a champion. You fight anybody like a champion. That's what champions do. Champions go anywhere at any time to fight anyone. That's what champions do. That's what hunger do. That's what men and champions that have true grit does. So, Mikey is no one different. Mikey is another opponent. Mikey is another opponent that's going to wish that he didn't step in that ring. So, no, I don't want no one really hurt, But Mikey might just end up with a broken rib. If not that, a broken jaw. Because Earl never beat on no one at a lower weight like him. Sure, Snack can give you all the vitamins and protein you want, but you still gonna feel those punches. You still gonna feel that hit on the side. Earl Spence can hit you in the guard, through the guard, especially someone like Mikey. And his jab will reach you. He will. What's up, nephew? Yes, sir. He will reach you. There's no doubt about that. And yes, they are promoting this fight real well. Yes, they do want to make Earl Spence a pay-per-view star. And Earl Spence is devoted to Al Heyman. He's devoted to Showtime. Earl Spence is a no-nonsense fighter. They expect him to win, and he's going to deliver it. Now, the question is, how is he going to deliver it? I'm so sorry. I can never forget to turn this off. So how is he going to deliver it? No. So that's the point. You deliver it right. That's how you do it. Hagler, in my opinion, cuts off the ring better than Earl. Okay. Yeah, Hagler, he was good at that too. And Mikey cuts off the ring too, but not good as Earl. But we're going to see a fight, and we're going to enjoy this fight. Now, sure, it can be a technical fight, a sweet science fight. Yes, it can be. But it's not going to be. Because Earl is not going to spend 12 rounds in there with Mikey Garcia. Earl's going to show the world that, look, I'm not going to let no one 2 weight classes down beat me. No way. If I have to pull out all my damn tools, I would do that. Because that's what I have to do to keep this strap and to get more better fights. But knowing these new young champions, once they see that, they already running for the hills. If you offer them $50 million, they still ain't gonna fight Earl Spence. That's what brings me to Fury and Wilder. Fury know he tasted that power before. Fury knows what to expect. Fury knows that Wilder has his number. Like I said earlier, hey, we're not going to be biased here. Interested in seeing how the first 3 rounds will go. Okay, you talking about with Wilder rematch or with Earl and Mikey? Okay, so you want what's blazing in sports? Are you talking about Mikey Garcia and Earl? So, okay, if y'all want to talk about that some more, hey, it's no problem. Well, I'm gonna tell you how the first 3 rounds gonna go. They're gonna be a definitely filling out round. I know it because both guys are too technical. Both guys take their time. Both guys don't get their engine revving to the 2nd and 3rd round. That's how they are. I mean, both guys are technical fighters. Both guys are counter punchers. So both guys is not going to run or rush into something and get clipped, potentially. So, of course, Earl is going to come forward. No doubt about that. He's going to come forward with his high guard. Then he's going to try to bag Mikey up towards the rope. And guess what? Mikey going to use his jab to circle out from those ropes. And Earl going to try to cut him off. Mikey's still going to try to fight him off with the jab and overhand right. That's how it's going to start off. Now, if Earl's plan works, now I don't know what his plan is, but he's the body snatcher. So he's definitely going to try to reach that body. He might do a little pop shopping, in the second round, a little couple of feints here and there to get him off balance. But Mikey don't get off balance. That's what I'm saying. Earl and Mikey got great balance. They are committed to their punches. Where Mikey fought Lip and Nat, they both threw at the same time. Mikey just got there first. Now Mikey got hit with a thunderous right. No, thunderous left. But he didn't flinch. He went at it. I mean, I don't think Earl would start out slow because Derrick James has stated that you can't let Mikey get comfortable and move at his pace. Oh, no. Mikey ain't going to never be comfortable in that round. I mean, in that fight. Because Earl puts that pressure on you. He's not going to give Mikey a chance to sit back and think. What's his next move? See, when a fighter don't rush another fighter, when a fighter just lay back and they take their time, pick their shots and this and that, that's fine. But when you do both, like Earl comes in with a high guard, he comes forward, and he ain't going to let you breathe and think. Derrick James, he probably right, but it's not going to be no first knockdown, no first round knockdown. I don't think so. The worst scenario, maybe a flash knockdown, and that's it. But Mikey needs to stay off the ropes. Hey, that's just a friendly warning. He needs to stay off the ropes. Because once he get on those ropes, Earl will go to work. No doubt about it. He will. Mikey's arms are too short to block everything. At reach 45. He's right. Cuatro Cinco said, hey, look, Earl ain't gonna never let you be comfortable. Because Earl stalks. He stalks. Just like he did Kell Brooks. Kell Brooks felt them body punches, so what did he try to do? Retreat. He tried to go from corner to corner. Earl kept cutting off the ring. Go on for it. Then he called him. Then he went to work. Then he went to work again. Then he went upstairs. Then he did a tunnel jab. Up and down, up and down, up and down. No, Earl's not the kind of, he ain't going to let you sit back and think. And think what's going on. What's up, CB Sports? Salute to you, brother. So I hear what you're saying, brother. I do. Don't be surprised if Earl come in with pressure that we have seen before. Watch. Oh yes, he gonna come in with pressure now. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is both guys are fundamentally sound. Now, some people might think it's boring. Some people might think it's a sight. Like me, I'm a fight fan. I'm a fight fanatic. I like strategy. I like the other fighter figuring out the other fighter. I like to see fighters use the sweet science. But don't expect no first round knockout because it's not going to happen. But Earl will be put on the pressure. You're right about that, Raymond. Everybody Earl going to put on the pressure. I don't have no problem with that. That's just the way he fights. He gonna throw up that high guard and keep forward. Kell Brooks was a bigger man. He kept hitting Earl with a 1-2. He kept trying to hit him with an uppercut. He hit Earl. Earl moved back and kept coming forward because he was the bigger man. So what's up, the perfection? Yeah, up in here, yes sir. So. Yeah, big money. Man, I can't wait till March the 16th. Yes. And the thing about it is, with Earl and Mikey, people already, I mean, the fight is already sold. The point I was making when I made that video earlier was that Sean Porter's not getting the recognition, and Joe Dennis, you guys, is not getting the recognition. Maybe because Earl Spence is supposed to be the top welterweight. Mikey Garcia is supposed to be the top with the belts all the way up to 140. That's why I say he's jumping up one weight class. I don't think he's jumping up two. But that's my opinion. But Sean Porter, you know, a lot of people got mixed feelings about him. For the simple fact, he do hold the green strap, the WBC, the most prestigious belt, the most hysterical belt. But Sean Porter, he twisted things, you know. First, he's in the ring with Earl Spence, and that's supposed to have been a fight that should have happened a long time ago. But then he get back to the dressing room and say, well, I got mandatories, and you know, so you know, people right there was like, man, look at this shit, you know, scared already, running already, you know. So, you know, hey, that's the name of the game today, you know, duck, duck, goose, duck, duck, goose. I played that when I was little, you know. Yeah, like I was saying, you know, I mean, hey, any more questions about Earl and Mikey before I go move on? Because, you know, it's going to be a hell of a fight, you know. And I advise everybody to get that fight. Support Earl Spence. Support Mikey too, you know. They are fighting in Texas, the state of Texas, the hometown of Earl, and Mikey has a lot of Hispanic fans out there. So both guys got a fan base out there. And the Cowboys are supporting Earl 100%. Then you have the Hispanics, they're supporting Mikey 100%. The fight sold itself, basically. You might as well say. And they're appearing on this, they're appearing on that, you know. But you only can get a certain thing out of Mikey. And not Mikey, Earl. You're not gonna get Earl to do this and do that, you know. But Mikey, now, I know a nervous fighter when I see one. A nervous fighter, just because he's talking shit, just because he's jaw-jacking, just because he's trying to show a little bravado and all that bullshit, that ain't nothing but nervous twitch, a nervous habit. That's just somebody trying to put on airs, put it that way, like he's a tough guy. When have you ever heard Mikey talk shit? Adrian Broner called him Mickey Mouse and all that shit. I mean, everything. He ain't said shit. But now he want to talk shit about Earl and Terrence Crawford. See, sometimes you could be a little bit too big for your britches. And you're going to have to take somebody to spank that ass and bring you back to size. And I think that man will be Earl Spence. That's what I believe. You know, sometimes you can say, or people can tell you how so great you are. And when you keep hearing that, then you think that's what's happening. That's the shit. I'm the shit. I'm what's going on. I make my own decisions. I won all weight classes. I won this. I won that. I fought at this. I fought at that. Yeah, Mikey in the ring, it might be death by execution. Yes. No. Like I said, and Regis, Mikey brought this on himself. Now, we'll be in a big surprise if Mikey turned this shit around. But I doubt it. But he wanted this fight. He challenged Earl. Earl thought he was just joking. till he found out he was for real. So I guess Earl said, hey, fuck it, I'll make some easy money real fast and beat this motherfucker ass. So it doesn't matter if he went to Snack or whatever. You know, go there all you want to. It's not going to help shit. Look at Devin Haney, product of Snack. He couldn't even knock the dude out. He didn't have the strength. Sure, he fought well, but he didn't have the strength to knock no one out. And Mikey doesn't either. The last time Mike was out at a fight, he looked at flabby. You know why? Because testing already started. If Mikey wins, he knew something we didn't. Oh, yes. He knew something we didn't. But this is the thing about it. If it's something that's irregular with Earl game, don't you think Derrick James or somebody in that camp will point it out? Now, a bald-headed ass Timothy Bradley's talking about he don't move his head. And Earl is right. Why the fuck I'm going to move my head and I'm coming in with a high guard? And I move my head when I need to move my head. He said, I never had a bloody nose. I never had a busted big lip. I never had a tooth knocked out. I never had a swollen eye. I never had lumps all over my head. So my head must be moving somewhere. That's per Earl. That's quote and motherfucking quote. So we can expect this, we can expect that. But what it's really going to be is going to be a war of the fundamentals. That's what it's going to be. And I think Earl is better fundamentally sound. He know how to pick his punches. He know how to place his punches. And he plays them just right. And you know what? Mike is shorter and easier to get to. See, Earl don't have to reach too far to get Earl. I mean, to get Mikey. Earl don't have to reach too far to get Mikey. He doesn't. So, they're going to start off, you know, they're going to find their range. Then next thing you know, they're going to be a little closer. Then they're going to be a little closer. They're going to be right where they're comfortable at. And there we go. Because I doubt very seriously that Mikey jab will hurt Earl. I doubt it very seriously. As Richard said, if Mikey wins, he knew something. Oh, we did. Oh, okay, I already said that. I'm sorry. Yeah. But no, I don't see anything. And I actually went over well, there's three fights of Earl. And I watched all three times. And I didn't see nothing. I don't see anything. I mean, I went slow motion. I looked at it from the feet all the way up. I didn't see anything. And that's why I looked at 3 fights. But keep this in mind. A fighter doesn't change that much. A fighter is only good as his last fight. Now, you can have one camp, but you're not going to change in one camp. 2 camps, you're not going to change that much. You got to go for maybe 3 or 4 camps to change to be a complete different fighter. Look at James DeGale. James DeGale never fought like that before. James DeGale was a brawler years ago. He just changed his fighting style. All that lateral move. James DeGale just stand there and brawl with you. And was successful. He had 3 groin surgery just because of that. The way he was fighting. Maybe that changed up his fighting style. But it didn't take him no one fight to change. And it's not going to take Mikey no one fight to change. Mikey going to fight just like he been fighting. Let's real talk. What's up, Corey Lee? What's going on, my brother? You doing all right? And Richard said Earl got good hand positioning too. Yes, sir. Earl always got good hand positioning. He always sticking that jab out there. You know, he hold that left. You know, he throw that left when it's open, when it's accurate to throw that left. Earl just don't be throwing punches and wasting them. He make them count. Mikey do too. See, that's what I'm telling everybody. This is a fundamental fight of the fundamentals. And I think Earl has the best fundamentals because he has an edge. I'm not saying he has a big edge, but he has a large edge. You know, I'm not even counting how big he is. They said Earl Spence. Now, Charlo, Jamel is in his camp, you know, a couple other guys. Hey, Earl hits like a middleweight. When he sit down on his punches, he hit like a super middleweight. That's telling you something. That's telling you that Mike is in trouble. That's telling you that Mike gonna have to learn how to do a lot of lateral movement. Because once he gets you caught, cut that ring off, and go to work on the side. And your ass is out of there. That's right. And Regis said, bro, I'm not saying that, bro. I know Mikey got going too. I just say us fighters learn stuff through camp personal issues. Yes, you're right. The jab alone is going to be a problem for Mikey. Yes, because Mikey's arm is not short enough. Earl got a longer reach. Currently box, Mikey Garcia will win because boxing is 80% mental. Watch. Yes, of course. By Earl being the way he is. You're right, Corey. By Earl being the way he is. That got people wondering. That got Mikey wondering why he ain't responding back to him. Why he ain't talking shit to him. What's up, Joan? I'm going to get to Wilder versus Ortiz in just a minute, okay? All right? While you wait, you can hit that subscribe button or you can hit that bell icon also. All right? I'm going for Wilder Ortiz in just 1 second. All right? And Fury. So yes, you're right, Corey. Okay? You are 100% right. It's 80% mental. And by Earl closing down the gym, he might just be in there whistling, sitting in a chair. But he got close to the media and everybody went hysterical. Even got back to Mikey camp. Well, what is he working on? Now he's panicking already. Mental. That's what Floyd did. Corey, that's what Floyd did. Floyd had his opponents beat mentally before they even stepped in the ring. That's how you do it. That's how you play it. Then your opponent like, I wonder what he gonna do. I wonder what he got in store. Oh man, wait a minute, we gotta change up the game plan. Then it never turned out right. It never turned out like they wanted. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's a good mental game. See, by not responding to Mikey trash talk profession, that's a mental game too. By Earl just not saying nothing, that pissed people off. That pissed people off in the real world, in the streets. A nigga just jaw-jacking and you don't say nothing. You just, okay, keep talking. And don't say nothing. That nigga is shaking in his boots. Man, I better leave that nigga alone. He quiet. He ain't saying nothing. Man, that motherfucker might shoot me. You never know. But see, that's Earl's personality. But Earl, he can let loose like he did with Kell Brook. He got tired of Kell Brook talking about, I was in there with Triple G. But you didn't win. Like Earl said, you didn't win. Why are you bragging about a fight that you didn't win? Come on. Tell me another one. Well, they think they did that. But he did beat you, didn't he? Yes, he did. Big Money said, I'm so serious. Ill. Post my video on my page and just for you. Okay. So serious. I'm so serious ill. Post my video on my page and just for you. I don't know who you talking to, Big Money. You talking about me? Oh. D-Lo, okay, Big Money. Earl is going to make Mikey rethink his career choices. Oh, no. Mikey's not going to be around too much longer. I really believe that. Everybody love Raymond said at Reach 445. I got big bro. I was saying that as I study them both, it's funny how that's his narrative to try and confuse everyone. Well, yeah. Okay, man. That's to Corey Boss. That on the fight. I'll post my video with my money. No troll shit. Okay. But hey, you know, real killers don't talk. Exactly. The affection is right. That is right. You know, and Earl, he got that air about himself. You know, it's not a conceited air. It's a type of air where, look, I know what I got to do. I don't have to talk about it. I don't have to brag about it. I know what needs to be done. All the work is done in the gym. All the practice is done in the gym. And when fight time comes, everything is done. It's just time to apply. That's all. When he won the IBF championship, he smiled maybe once or twice, and that was it. Cal Brook, when he won over in the StubHub to beat Sean Porter, he was rolling around all on the canvas. But that's not Earl. Earl is a serious, chilled out dude. He is no nonsense. He is not that type. He's quiet, he's laid back, and when it's time to go to work, he's ready. He never felt making weight. Never. He got warned maybe once or twice for hitting a low, and that's it. The perfect fighter. The perfect textbook fighter. Mikey Garcia, too. The perfect textbook fighter. He would be better than he was right now if Bar Air didn't have him sitting on the shelf for 2 years. Over 2 years. Because they was back and forth to court. But when he came back, he been winning ever since. He ain't lost not one fight. Matter of fact, he was closing in on Floyd Mayweather's record before he got put on the shelf. So it is what it is. Now, Fury, he knows what happened in the first fight. I want to get to this before for my time is up. Fury knew what happened in the first fight. Fury knows that he don't want that again. That's real talk. Oh, okay. Somebody else said something about Mike. Okay. D-Lo, we ride with Mikey, win or lose, for all he does for our community. Hey, I can respect that, Chanito. I can respect that. No doubt about it. Mikey's a good guy. You know, real talk. I'm not talking about in the ring, outside the ring. I mean, Mikey does a lot of humanitarian work. He had a fight and flew out that same night to do some humanitarian work and build apartments for the homeless, free, on his dime. He does a lot of work in his community. Mike is not like a Floyd Mayweather. He's not selfish. Mike actually is a good guy. He comes from a good family. It doesn't matter to Mikey. Mikey will help anyone out. Mikey is a good dude. He's a good fighter. So I don't blame, people ride with Mikey. Matter of fact, a lot of people ride with Mikey. He's a great guy. He is. He has a great family. So I mean, you can't knock that. He is. There's no doubt about that. Who is this now? Rorona Zorro. Okay, laughing my ass off. Y'all niggas know damn well AJ ain't trying to fight nobody. I'm Nigerian American, and I swear on everything. Wait a minute, what happened? What happened? Okay, I swear on everything. AJ has the same mannerism as my cousins from the UK, shook type. Okay, right. Well, we said that, Well, we said that that's why he's fighting Big Baby Miller. Okay, we understand that. We understand that Anthony Joshua is not trying to fight Wilder. But think about this. He don't have too much to go. So if AJ is a real one, hold him to his words. Correct. KQKC, AJ a busted. But he got to fight Ortiz or Wilder or will not be taken seriously in America. You took the words out of my mouth. I'm about to say that. Right? AJ gonna have to fight Wilder. He's not gonna fight Fury. Fury's just too tall, too strong, too powerful. He'll fight Wilder. He's gonna take his chance with Wilder because that's what the UK want. The UK specifically said, fight Big Baby Miller don't change anything. We want you to fight Wilder. Wilder is the fight we want. And he's going to have to oblige them in order to get his status back up there. Because he lost a lot of status, a lot of fans. Because now the UK people are thinking, hey, this motherfucker is scared. He's scared of Fury, Wilder, Ortiz. And come to think of, he might just be scared of Dylan White after he did Chisora. So he gonna have to fight Wilder. I mean, it is what it is. In order, if you don't want to fight Wilder, fight Ortiz. Because in order for your fans and for the American fans to take you seriously as the heavyweight champion with 3 belts, you got to show them something. Like the referee, like Robert Bird say, show me something. Show me something. They ain't talking about Big Baby Miller. Because they ain't showing you nothing. Get in there with some real tough guys. Get in there with the top heavyweights. Rorona Zorro. As soon as AJ accepts the Ortiz fight, he'll start to put respect back on his name. Bingo. But the moves AJ been making the last year and a half and had me ashamed that Joshua had to represent Nigeria. Okay, I get that. You're right. You exactly right. See, now, Deontay Wilder, he said, I'll fight Ortiz. And almost lost his own. But that wasn't he wasn't looking for money. He was looking for respect. And now AJ is looking for that respect. But he's not going to get it with Gerald Miller. Because we don't even respect Gerald Miller. Gerald Miller ain't even fought the top 10 in the heavyweight. He ain't fought nobody in the top 10. But that's the opponent that Joshua chose to fight. Because you know why? It's a non-risk fight. Now, it is a risk fight with Fury and Wilder and Ortiz. But start at Ortiz. Then you start getting that respect back. Then, just then, you take your choice with Fury or Wilder. You win those and Ortiz, you got your respect. Then if you fight Wilder, you got that belt. I can't say for the light of me why you wouldn't want to get that last, I call, Infinity Stone. You got all of them except one. And the one person that has it is Wilder. And I would have been knocking down doors to make that fight. Give him what he wants. Give him what he wants. Because once I win, I got all the belts. I'm undisputed. Give him what he wants. But he ain't going to do that. KQKC, I truly believe Wilder will make AJ cry if they never meet up face to face. Wilder see AJ as a mark. Yes, Wilder do. Wilder actually think AJ is scared of him. Especially after Ortiz and Fury fight. Shit. AJ seen him knock out a 6'9", almost 300-pound man. Man, shit. In the 12th round? Heavyweight? You carrying your weight from round 1 all the way to round 12? That strength? And you still had enough to knock a motherfucker out? And he was unconscious for 3 minutes? And he had a concussion. A walking concussion. The shit that rattles around while you walk and blood vessel to blood vessel, and now it's stopped. But he don't want no part of that now. He don't want to risk that again because he might end up paralyzed. He might end up dead. Deontay Wilder is serious. And don't get him pissed. He's one of them Nigerians from America that will get pissed off and beat your ass. Yes, he's from Nigeria too, if you all didn't know that. So, it is what it is. Miller can talk all the crap he wants. He know he don't have the tools. He don't have the skills to beat Anthony Joshua or Deontay Wilder. We know that. What's up, Fight World? Salute to you, my brother. Salute to you. All right. Now, I still want to get to Gerard Anderson and Crawford. I know World Breaker, what time is it? Okay, it's 1:34. I know he'll be coming on. Yeah, I just want to read a couple of these. Eddie Hearn said last year, why would they fight Wilder when they can take no risk fights and still make good money? They think Miller is another risk fight. Well, see, Barry Hearns, he's saying the same shit. Let it marinate. I'm tired of hearing that shit. Right now, it's a $300 million fight. It can be a $700 million fight. We wait a couple years. Man, look, y'all go ahead and fight. I'm talking about all these fighters. Spence, Crawford. I mean, look, let's get this done. Santa Cruz, Gary Russell Jr. I mean, let's get this done. The best should be fighting the best. It doesn't take that much to make a fight. Anthony Joshua, you want respect? You got to go out and get that respect. By fighting people like Gerald Miller, that's not respect. That's cherry picking. You picking the best fight with less risk. That's all. That's all you're doing. That's all you're doing. And he lose, but he get paid. That's all. That's all. We want to see. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I always say, I appreciate the fights we get. What's this, the 6th weekend in a row we're going to get a fight? Well, that's fine. But is it the fight that we asked for? Is it the fight we want? That's what we need to know. That's what we want. And that's what we should get. Y'all don't forget to hit that like button. I'm sorry. You know, if you haven't subscribed to KQKC, feel free to do so. I'm a young channel, and I'm doing my best to make my bones. And if you haven't subscribed, feel free to do so. And I definitely appreciate it. All right? Because I do this because of you all and because I love the sport of boxing. That's why I do 4 videos a day, because if I hear some new news, you're going to hear it. That's what it's all about. That's my job. Now, Chanito said, hey, KQKC, we need to boycott AJ and throw pig bags at him on his next fight. He was just so disrespectful how AJ team did Blue Blood. Oh yeah, we've been through that. But I understand Blue Blood. You know, he's part of the media LDBC, and he has to keep a cool head. You know, it wasn't pissed, because it was pissed. I know Blue Blood. That New York shit would have came out of him real fast. You know, but you know, you have to keep a certain level. But shout out to Blue Blood Sport for asking Anthony Johnson, what about the 50 million? You know, he didn't want to talk about that. He knew that shit was real. You know, and he probably got a tongue lashing for it, because you never ask a Heyman fighter, show me 50 million, because they will show it to you if they have it or not. Al Heyman got it in his pocket. So don't ever do that again. And he knows it. But I wanted to talk. Well, I had a couple things I want to say, but that's okay. I'll probably get on with Fernand tonight, hopefully. And I'll finish this up, because I promised this guy I'll talk about Jerron Innocent and Crawford. Crawford is nothing to play with. Crawford is one of those fighters that's determined, like Earl Spence. He's in the gym every day. He does a lot for the community. Ramona Zoro, also AJ. Okay, you want to get back to AJ. Okay, AJ seems to be making the same mistake right now that Gerald Washington made versus Miller. And that's letting Miller trash talk affect him. Yes. I said the same thing 2 days ago. What was that, Saturday? You're right. Because AJ looked at like, you know, damn, why you had to go there? Or, you know, he looked at worried. I know he can beat him, but it's just like Big Ray Miller sucked all the energy out of him or something like that. You know, you can't let nobody clown you. You're a man before you anything. But you got to understand, AJ is from London. He's probably not used to guys. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. What's up, Lala D? That's my girl. Lala D, what's up? I'm just about to get off, but all right. Did you get a chance to hear? This is Lala D. This is the one I said. That's the girl that would love to meet one of y'all mamas. That's the girl that you could take home and introduce her to your mother. Then when she leave, your mother said, man, that's a nice young lady, because she's respectful. She's at work all the time. She's doing her thing, and she's listening in. And I appreciate that, you know. So, and you know, she always got my respect. Yeah, AJ is trash talking and guaranteeing knockouts. Where was that energy versus Joseph Parker? Right. See, AJ knows Rorona Zoro. that I hope you hit that subscribe button too. I like that name. AJ knows what he have to do, okay, in order to be taken seriously. Okay, he knows what he have to do in order to let people in America knows that he's not a punk, knows that he's not what's up, Storm and B, man? Knowing that he's not a perfect, he ain't one of these sissies. Put it that way. He had to let America know, hey, I'm Anthony Joshua. I was on the Breakfast Club. He's trying to make himself known in America. That's the whole thing. The UK is just about history. Okay, he sucked up everything out of the UK. That's real talk. He did. He sucked them dry. Him and his promoter. They sucked him dry. So now he's on his way over here to try to suck us dry. But it's not going to happen. Now, somebody told me that what they trying to do, Eddie Hearn, is trying to bring boxing to cities that's not into boxing. It's not going to happen, Eddie. Like Fernand said, he's too ambitious. I'm in Chicago. There's no way you're going to bring boxing over the Bears, over the Bulls, over the Cubs, over the Sox, over the Blackhawks. It's no way. Yeah. Someone like Joe Joyce, good fighter. Good fighter. I mean, sure, he had to work on his stamina. He had to work on his jab, He just needed to work on all his mechanics. Because they're all there, but they're all slow. But he has power. Be careful, Anthony Joshua. Be careful, because you can be replaced. It don't take long to lose 3 belts. It doesn't. It don't take long at all to lose 3 belts. Be careful, because there are other heavyweights that's coming up. Effie Ajaba. Matter of fact, I saw him in the chat. Somebody just mentioned something about him in the chat there. Let me go back. Let me see. I think I missed it. I saw Ajaba in there somewhere. I don't know who it was. But anyway, they was in the chat and they was talking about him. But anyway, that's cool though. But Ajaba, he's an up and coming heavyweight. He's kind of built like Deontay Wilder. Matter of fact, he has more skill set than Wilder, actually, because he started boxing earlier than Wilder. Wilder wasn't even thinking about boxing. He wasn't no guy, but boxing found him. So I can't find it, but I know someone mentioned him in the chat, but that's okay. But yeah, be careful. Ajaba, hey, look, he's no joke. And you got a lot of heavyweights. Yes, the heavyweight division is coming back. No doubt about that. Stormy B say, Lala D regarding the Shy. Baby, it's cold outside. Yes, it is, Stormy B. You ain't lying. It is cold. You see that wind yesterday, Stormy B? Knocked my garbage can over and knocked it down there. I had to go get it. Shit. Anyway, it's Chicago for you, baby. Hey, that's how we is, okay? We got a live TV. I'm here for the smoke from any UK fanboys. Okay. Got a live TV. Okay. Any questions you want to go over Gutter Live before I close it down for World Breaker? Okay, make sure you hit that like button, Gutter, and if you want to hit that subscribe button, you can catch me tomorrow, same time, same station, 12:30 Central Time, Monday through Friday. And you catch me on the weekend, and you catch my videos also. All right. Nah, bro. Good work, no doubt. Okay, I get you. Hey, that's understandable, you know. Hey, if you ever get a chance to come back and listen, you always welcome, my brother. All right. Keep in mind, we don't block people here because we all agree to disagree. That's what we do. All right. We are the LDBC, and that's what we do. All right. Now, man, that win is that win was strong. Yeah, okay. What'd you say? Good alive? No, I was saying I didn't have any questions. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Well, okay. Well, with that, I do have a time limit, and I have to have World Breaker coming on. If he's not on yet, I can keep going. But Kevin Stenhouse, what's going on? Can you flip over see if World Breaker on yet? If not, I can keep on going. You know me. Okay, KQKC. I want to do a show with you one day. Oh man, no problem, Stormy B. Even though Severn wasn't in it, do you think that was another early up stoppage? Actually, no, because you know why? Because Severn, he's not on yet. Okay, cool. Okay, no, the reason why, because Severn, he was getting hit with too many open flush shots, and he wasn't answering. Now, at first he was trying to hit back with some open rights, and Severn, he can take some hits, he can take some hits, but the point was that he was getting hit flush. I mean flush. Okay, and the referee saw that. And Joe Joyce is a strong young man. And I think, his face looked like a tubby dog. So I think it was a good stoppage. I know his face and forehead was just swollen. Swollen. Almost swollen where you couldn't see his eyes. That's how much punishment he took. Oh, yeah, he may be slow, and he definitely got power. Yes, he do. That's why I was saying that, Severn, first of all, he came in at 275. He weighed 275, and I think that night he weighed 273. He lost 2 pounds. Wow. And but he came in at a trim at 275. And he just was taking too much punishment. He was going from rope, corner to rope, corner to rope, corner to rope. And Joe Joyce was cutting off the ring and just, hitting that wheel. Severn never had a good defense anyway. But this time, he was just taking hard blows. And I'm like to myself, I called the fight, but I'm saying to myself, why don't he step in and stop this fight? Because, the open shots he was taking, man, I know they was hurting, but his face was so swollen, he probably couldn't even feel it no more. That's what I'm talking about. He probably couldn't feel it no more. So if Severn had simply trained, he could have won. Obviously, he misjudged boxing for a fan. Yes, but I don't think he would have won though, because Joe George is the most stronger, polished fighter. He's just a little slow. That's all. Now, Severn, he got a little power, but he got fatigued so fast. He was breathing hard after the second round. Look, let me drop this bout to Vern. Okay. Yeah. So let me drop this lemon bout. True. Yeah. But you know, I will tell you this though. But Badu Jack and the young man of Feeney. Not Badu Jack. I call him Badu Jack, and Badu Jack want to beat him. Anthony Durrell, man, and Anthony Durrell and Avena. Okay, Avena was game. He did not back not one time. You know, he was true. He was really doing his thing. Okay, what you say? Stenhouse? Okay. What does it seem like when Severn gets up from a knockdown? He turns his back like he's ready to quit. Yeah, I know. He trying to walks it off or something. I don't know. You know, so okay. Rorona Zorro said a lot of new age boxing fans who didn't see the 60s and 70s and 80s and 90s, you know, aren't accustomed or used to seeing guys actually literally punch drunk. Right. I'm 52. If you see and hear Remain talk in 2014 compared to now, yes, yes. And one is Brandon Rios. A lot of people don't understand. He's getting what we call punch drunk. Okay, that makes you slur real like Tommy Hearns. Tommy Hearns is the same way. You ever listen to Tommy Hearns? He's mumbling. You know, he's mumbling. You don't know what he's saying. Now, Holyfield, he held up pretty good. You know, those dudes have slurred speech, yes. Has slower reaction time, yes. To respond to simple questions, yes. Dude took over 400 punches from Wilder. Yes, he did. Then he fought Wilder twice. Wilder was working that jab when he won the WBC. But, you know, hey, you know, I in a way, I do feel sorry for guys that the speech slur and everything that comes from getting hit too many times flush or hit, period. You know, everybody said, well, Lomachenko, he only had 10 fights, this and that. But people don't understand. That's why Lomachenko looked like he'd been in a 50-round fight, because he had too many amateur fights. He had too many. He had another career before he came over here. You think he's that good after 10 fights? No. He had plenty of fights, but now it's starting to take a toll on him. You see how busted up his eyes were? And he still won. But Pedraza, he didn't put that much on him like that. Pedraza's not that type of hitter. People don't understand, you know, the cranium is not meant to be hit like that and that many times. You bound to get something knocked or loose. And that's why Fury don't want no more smoke from Wilder. When Wilder hit Fury, he hit the ground with a nice left for good measure before he actually touched the canvas. But he didn't know he had a concussion. Like the walking pneumonia, well, he had a walking concussion. It was going around in his brain from blood vessel to blood. Now, this is per doctor, neurologist. You know, so he lucky he can fight again. He lucky the blood didn't clot. So the concussion is sustained or went away, whatever you want to call it. But next time, you know, it can paralyze him. So yeah, it's for the love of money, I'm quite sure. But he don't want to get hit like that again. I know he don't. Yes, this second fight rematch can make way more money than the first one. That's why Bar Aaron, he want a little taste. You know what I mean? He want his taste. You know, he want that little taste. You know, like I said, like dope dealers get. I want that taste. So don't sign a rematch yet, because I gotta get my little, taste. Because you know how big the fight gonna be. That can be a fight of the year. Because a draw, in my eyes, is unfinished business. A draw, you don't need a tune-up. In a draw, you don't need 2 tune-ups. With a draw, you make a date and you fight that person next. And potentially in that same year or within 6 months. It don't take all this to have a rematch. A draw means neither one of y'all motherfuckers won. So that's unfinished business. And this have them making a doubling the amount they made in the first place. So Wilder said the same thing, KQKC. Yes, of course. See, you rather the money that you signed a deal for, you can make that in one night with one fight. Then you can say, hey, I'm going to get out of this shit because next time I might be dead. Or you be fighting tomato cans. Which one you want to do? But don't be surprised. One of those tomato cans might just knock your ass out. Or get a lucky shot. This is boxing. Anything can happen in boxing. Stormy B, he's a coach, a trainer. He can tell you one punch can change a fight in a minute, especially heavyweight. Fatigue set in. The next thing you know, the other guy might be in a little more shape than you and clock your ass. Deontay Wilder, he threw out the game plan. I mean, come on, let's keep it real now. Ain't no bias here. He went through the game plan out the window and went head hunting, and he was overshooting the right hand. But then, the 12th round, he found his mark. He found his opening, and night. And he nailed his ass. Now, we didn't know it until he said it, but he was out for 2 or 3 minutes, he said. And I can believe that. Because the referee was counting damn near 5 minutes. But I knew he wasn't right when he stood up, Referee told him twice, walk over there. No, walk over there, Now walk over there, So he jumped up and, it just was too much, And I don't blame his father, I wouldn't want him to do it again either, But that's boxing, I didn't get a chance to go over things I wanted to go over, but that's boxing though. Now Ortiz, that's one thing about him, I like what he told Fury. Okay. Now, Ortiz told Fury. Now, this is quote, and you know my word, motherfucking quote. He told Fury, no, you're avoiding to fight Wilder because you felt his power. That's what he told Fury. He said, I'm the only fighter that felt his power and is willing to get back in there with him. You are not. You scared to do it. Now that came from Ortiz, Luis Ortiz. And that sounds just about right. So, I mean, if you really think about it, who in their right mind? Shit, we get back in there with Wilder, But if Anthony Joshua step up and say, okay, Wilder, you want 50-50? You got it. Because this is going to get me respect from my Nigerian brothers and from my UK brothers, from my UK family. Let them know they chose the right heavyweight to get behind. Let Sky News know they chose the right heavyweight to get behind. So, therefore, you get your respect. You'll get your respect if you win or lose. At least you fought a heavyweight with a belt, a knockout artist with a belt, a man that don't play around with a belt, a man that's 40-0 with a belt, a man with 30 KOs with a belt. That will give you respect. That will give you props. That will put you back on top. That will move you from being the 4th or 5th top heavyweight to number 1 heavyweight. That's what you have to do. You have to get in there. You have to fight Wilder. You have to fight Ortiz. Then you have to fight Fury as king of the UK. In that order. For all the marbles. Put all your belts on the line. That's the only way you're going to get the respect that you deserve. Or you will keep fighting fighters like Gerald Miller, Uber drivers, tomato cans, cab drivers, all that. Then you'll be the laughing stock in the heavyweight division in the country and in the world and in the UK. So think about that. This is no joke. Boxing is no joke. These fighters are risking their lives. I get it. You scared. It's okay to be scared. What you do when you scared? You go jump right in it. When you scared. You don't run. You stand your ground. You say, okay, let's do it. 60-40 is not going to get it. 50-50 would get it. And you should say, yeah, give them 50-50. It's nothing but money. Because, right, you made all that money in the UK, let they tell it, right? So it's not going to hurt 10 more %. Get it done. Then you won't have to be scared no more. You're scared of Ortiz, the boogeyman of the heavyweight division. Do the same with him. You don't have to be scared. That's real facts. Boxing ain't no joke. Like nephew say, boxing is no joke. Run into a boxer with heavy hands. Have you ever been knocked unconscious? Have you ever been knocked where you feel like your brain just did a flip? Have you ever got knocked down and hit your head on the canvas and it bounced 3 times before it laid there? Do you see when Deontay Wilder hit that man like he was having a seizure? Do you see Charlo when he hit Lubin and the motherfucker looked like he was riding a bike on the ground and he couldn't get up? It's the sweet science. That's what they do. they risk their lives. And they won't even give them insurance. They have to cover themselves. Both fighters have to ride in the same ambulance to the hospital. Badu Jack had a cut bigger size than an asshole. And they didn't even have equipment to take care of him. He had to go to the nearest surgery. Sissy wasn't going to take care of that. Staples had to take care of that. And I don't blame his wife. Floyd just sat there. His wife was jumping up and getting ready to stop the fight herself. That's her man. That's her baby's father. You sit there you want to, Floyd. You're not no good promoter. If you was, Tank would have took him 3 times to make weight. It is what it is. Boxing ain't no joke. So, with that, I'm KQKC Boxing. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, feel free to do so. And also, hit the icon bell. That way you get all the notifications of my live streams and videos. And watch out for a live stream tonight. And also, I'll be coming on Monday through Friday at 12:30 p.m. Central Time. And I do videos also. So, with that, I want you to take this energy and love over to World Breaker Fighting. He just hopped on, and we do rotations. So he's next up. And I appreciate everyone in the chat. So, with that, shout out to my nephew at Reaches. Go subscribe to him. Cuarto Cinco. And peace and love to Lala D. And peace and love to everyone. Okay, and when I say Lala D, I'm taking Stay Ready time today at 6 p.m. All right. At Reaches will be coming on. That's Cuarto Cinco at 6 o'clock p.m. Central Time. So, y'all might want to go check him out. Cool brother. He's an amateur boxer, and he knows his stuff. So, and look out for me tonight on live stream. I think me and Fanan might be doing something tonight. So, peace and love to everybody, and everybody have a good day. KQKC, I'm out. See you on the next one. Peace and love.